Hey everyone, I'm Giselle Espinales inside the Clemson's Tiger locker room. It's game day here at Sun Life Stadium. We're about to take a tour with the equipment team that gets all this stuff ready for game day and for the team. We have here
Nick, Tyler, Ross.
All right, let's take a look. All right, guys, you have to explain to me first. You have so much responsibility in regards to getting this team ready, having everything ready. Helmets, cleats, mouth guards. I don't even know. Some things I don't even know that maybe I shouldn't even say. Like, how do you get prepared for this whole team?
I mean, we got a good staff. We got about 17 or 18 people that just really help us out. We get a lot done, but we take pride in our job, and we want to make sure we do everything the right way. So, we're very particular when we do things. But I'd say for the most part, we do things good. I mean, you can tell as you look around here, everything's pretty clean. So, I mean, we just try to do our jobs the best we can.
All right, let's start this tour. Apparently, a little bird told me that you're roomies with Vic Beasley.
I am.
Tell me a little bit about this as we walk to his locker. Is there anything we should know about him? Is he related to Michael Beasley?
He actually tries to tell people that. First time I met him, he told me that. No lie, he told me that he was Michael Beasley's cousin.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I believed him. I believed him for a good 10 minutes, and then he tried to BS some lie about it, and I was like, no way, that's not true. So he told me he wasn't related to him. But some things about Vic, most people don't know this, but he's actually a good Christian guy. He listens to gospel music. He's not a big partier like you would think with most people, but he's a good guy. He actually likes action figures. So
Wait, what kind of action figures? Are we talking like Spider-Man, like he collects them?
We're talking like NBA players like LeBron James. Let's see who else he got. Kevin Durant, those kind of guys.
That's a pretty good collection going on right now.
Yeah, but he's a good guy. He's got a good heart, and he's my best friend, man. I love him.
Oh, really? That's really sweet. But what are some of the things that you've done? Like, what is his pregame routine? Do you bother him? Do you sing along with him? So.
I don't like.
Tell me the truth.
No, I don't. He's in his own zone pregame, and he's a good player for us. So I like to let him do his own thing, but I let him. I don't like to disrupt him from game time.
All right. So what are some of the things that we can see here? Like we have pads. What are the first things you guys have to clean out first, or the first things that you have to put in the locker room?
Well, first off, we normally have, like, when we go to these games, we have a bag full of everything. We have their helmets, shoulder pads, all that stuff. We have to clean the helmet every week. As you can see, we got these tiger paws. Sometimes they get dinged up. We have to take them off and replace them. We got mini paws in the back here. Every good play he makes, he gets a certain number of paws.
Oh, so that explains all the stickers and stuff.
Right. We try to do the best we can, taking them off every game, make sure they look good on the field.
And he has one of these special
visors, yeah. That's for swag right there.
Swag. I like that. All right. So what about cleats and stuff and gloves? Like, what are we gonna do with all this? How do you know not to confuse? Like, what happens if you left one left shoe and have two rights? Like, what's going on? Do you have a checklist? Like, how does?
Well, they have locker numbers also. They have locker numbers on everything, and they normally tie their cleats up. Like these aren't tied up. Vic must have not done a good job here.
What? I have some grass there.
Yeah, there's some grass on them, but they normally have, you just check the size or check the number on the bottom and pair them up.
But, surprisingly, no, the shoes do not smell, if you're wondering. I'm here. They don't smell. So that's good. Do you guys put them some spray like the bowling alleys?
No, we don't put any spray in them, but we clean them with bleach and alcohol, so we do it the best we can.
All right, but preparing for a trip here, do you guys fly all the equipment here? Or
for this game we do.
You did?
We did for this game. Yeah, we flew I think the 29th, and then we're flying back tomorrow. But yeah, we all flew together on a separate plane.
All right. Yeah. So what are some of the things also that you have to prepare? And do you have a checklist that they tell you about? Like, oh, this is exactly what every player should have.
Well, everybody should have their pads here. You got your pants pads right here. You should have your 2 thigh pads right here, or your 2 hip pads, your 2 thigh pads, 2 knee pads, butt pad.
Butt pad?
Right here. This is the butt pad right here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to touch that.
You might not want to.
But knee pads, that's pretty good.
You gotta make sure you have them, because if not.
I think I've used knee pads once in my life to rollerblade, because I don't play football. Yeah. But it's pretty cool to see all this stuff.
Oh yeah. But you got your loop here for pregame. They go out there and warm up, and then after that, they'll come in here and put the pants on, the jersey, and the shoulder pads on, cleats, gloves, helmet, and they'll get ready to go.
And tell me, what is your job as equipment manager? As this is huge. I'm surprised of how much stuff you guys have. Everything looks different. Everybody everyone has their same stuff. Everything looks, you have the shoes on the left side, like everything's the same order. Like, what's your detail like as a manager now?
I mean, you talking about in respect to like where everybody is?
Yeah, like how do you know, like, oh, this is where this person's gonna be. This is,
Well,
like how do we know, like this is where this are they placed on positions?
Right. Yeah. Well, see, as soon as you walked in, you got Tajh Boyd. He's our starting quarterback. So you got him at number 1, and then you got Vic Beasley. I'd say he's the leader on the defense. He's the first one over here. But you got your defensive ends and your linebackers. We try and keep the defense together. Okay. So when they have meetings at halftime or something like that, they'll be together so coaches can talk to them real quick.
All right, guys, following us around because we know you guys do stuff too. Oh, yeah. So now tell me, like, what do you have to do? What are you responsible for on game day?
On game days, well, during practice during the week, I work with defensive tackles and basically just help them with whatever they need. And then during game days, there's 3 or 4 of us that work on the card crew with Coach Morris, the offensive coordinator, and we help him just call in different formations and stuff with the cards. And it's a pretty fun gig. It's something I really love because I want to go into coaching, but it's overall a really fun job.
Tell me, like, what's the biggest shoe size here? I'm a size 10 as a woman, which is a pretty big size. I think it's like an 8 in men, so that's pretty small. But, like, can you show me where's the biggest size?
Let's see. Yeah.
What? We have to find out. Let's see. What's a big size? Yeah. Like,
we get up into the 18s, I think.
18s? Yeah. I didn't even know that existed.
We got one guy in a 17, and Kaylon Davis is an 18.
Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is my hand.
There's some boots right
there. Yeah, my hand. It would be 2 of my hands and a half. It's a pretty big shoe.
Oh yeah.
How are these like special shoes? Oh, I think we have some questions for here. Who has the oddest locker and why? Can anybody tell me that? Oddest. Maybe they have some special like stuff in there.
I would say probably Rod McDowell because it's clean. Most players, they basically live in the locker room, so you can imagine they have a lot of stuff in there. And there's not a whole lot of space, so they try to stuff everything they need all day. But Rod's is actually one of the few that's very organized, very easy to get in and out of.
So you always will find, like, the clean stuff, nothing in there. Like, if you find something that's missing, it will be in there. It's kind of,
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
He's responsible.
All right, so we found the biggest shoe. What about Sammy Watkins gloves? He has a lot of catches. It's a big deal. He's all right.
Sammy, we got 3 different gloves right here. We got the Vapor Carbons.
Explain that to me.
Well, Nike they make different types of gloves. They got the super bag gloves, which have they have pads on the fingers for protection and stuff, but the receivers don't typically use those that much.
Okay.
So we got the Vapor Carbons here. We got the regular Vapors here, and then Nike just sent us some nice gloves right here for the bowl season. Yeah, go for it.
Let's see. Why don't you hold my microphone for me?
Okay, yeah, I'll interview you. Yeah, put them on.
I hope there's not
Sammy Watkins gloves.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. This is the first time I've ever put on gloves, and I've worked with football teams. Never put on a glove.
First time for everything.
Can't keep them.
Oh, well, I can't keep them? No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe after the game.
I hope there's not some bad superstition with this. I can catch,
Not that I know of.
I can catch, so just in case, my catching hands. But you
What do you
can't.
think? What?
They're cool.
They're
different.
not as comfortable as you
They're
would
different. No, they're not. Like
Sammy's one of the more particular people about his gloves. He kind of, even though we get all these fancy, really nice-looking gloves, a lot of times Sammy sticks to these gloves, and we actually wore these gloves in 2011.
Oh,
so
wow.
Even though we get all these new, fancier gloves, Sammy kind of has been known to stick to what he likes, because when he was a freshman in 2011, he was a freshman All-American and had a pretty good season. So
I mean, routine is key, and, being able to be comfortable in your gloves. I don't feel comfortable in these gloves because they're not mine, which makes sense. And I'm not sure I can catch like he can, so.
Probably not. But
I mean, then again, they fit kind of tight on me. Uh-oh. But that's one of the, that's pretty cool that they have different kind of gloves. But you guys always have to change equipment up, new shoes every time. Like, are you guys like basketball players, like in the league? How you hear LeBron James taking out, as you're in Miami, LeBron James taking out different shoes all the time. Like, do you guys have to change up their stuff all the time too? Like, what changes up? Like,
well, during the season, we have obviously a lot of practices and games and stuff, and the shoes get worn out, cleats get busted, laces break. So, a guy like Sammy Watkins or a linebacker, someone who is running a lot and stuff like that, they get new cleats probably, what do you think, every
We
every
clean 'em.
every couple
try
of
to keep 'em
games.
We have a pretty rigorous cleaning. We clean them after every single game, get all the grass stains off the best we can. They do get a new pair of gloves every week, and then after they play in that game with those new gloves, they use those gloves in practice for the next week. So it's like they usually get a new pair of gloves every week. Most players will usually keep their same cleats for the majority of the season, but it's kind of our job to make sure they look new.
I mean, it looks really nice. So you guys are doing a great job. All right, we got another question. What is the energy generally like in the locker room before games? Does it change depending on the importance of the specific game? Anybody care to answer that? That's a good question.
We're usually not in here actually right before the games. We're usually still out on the field setting stuff up, making sure they have all the footballs they need, making sure that as soon as they come out there, they have footballs, they have kicking tees, they have whatever they need. So we usually are already on the field probably from about an hour and a half before game time until the game's over.
All right, but you still think the energy would be good in here? You guys have been in, what about post game? Are you guys when it's a post game energy?
If it's a win, it's awesome. Coach Swinney has been known to bust out a dance or two every now and then. There's always
Show me your best Coach Swinney dance. Quickly. Quickly. You have to do it, please.
Coach Swinney just kind of busts out a lot of the old school stuff. I mean, he moves his arms a lot when he dances and kind of picks his knees up.
Like robot kind of thing? I mean, show
Not
me.
really like a
You were little
robot.
limited.
I don't want to disrespect Coach Swinney.
No, he'll love it. I
He
promise.
uses his hips. He does this number a lot. This is kind of his go-to, and I mean,
So he's always like this. So
Yeah,
he's like
he's got
this. All right.
he's got moves. Coach Swinney, he's a good dancer.
Something I didn't know. Coach Swinney's a good dancer. All right. We're almost at the end of the locker room, and what's this? Probably the best way to end it, Tajh Boyd finishing his last career as, a Clemson Tiger. And we also have a special guest, Ryan Holcomb. Ryan, welcome to the locker room. You guys know he was there at one of the meetings yesterday. So now you're sitting in Tajh Boyd's locker. That's a pretty big deal.
Yes, it's really good. Go big guys.
Are you excited for the game?
Yes.
I know. Or you want Clemson to win, right? Of course.
Exactly, yes.
I know. You're sitting in Tajh Boyd's locker. Can we see his helmet? Can we see his helmet?
Yeah, sure. Pull that down.
We'll give it to Ryan right here.
There you go, bud.
Get this. That's it. You're holding a piece of history. Tajh Boyd's helmet for the game today, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
This is it. This is what he'll be wearing at the game. Tell me how you feel, Ryan.
Feels awesome. I'm happy to be here.
I know. We're happy to have you here, too. And you guys, this is a big deal. The Clemson Tigers are about to take on Ohio State Buckeyes. I think you need to tell us a little bit more about this locker. Anybody?
You're his manager now.
Yeah.
He's a
All
quarterback.
right. Quarterback. What perfect way? Quarterback manager.
Tajh, I've been with Tajh for like the last 4 years, and the best thing about Tajh is, Tajh is a great guy. So Tajh pretty much is one of the easiest players to deal with. You don't really ever have a problem with him losing his stuff or needing something. Even though he's one of the most known players in the country, he's like also one of the lowest maintenance players on
That's
the team.
good.
So he's really easy to take care of.
So now he has 3 cleats. Well, yeah, 3 pairs of cleats. I saw other ones with 2 pairs. Is that a reason why?
He likes to change cleats. Sometimes he just wakes up and I guess he's got several pairs of cleats. Basically switches back and forth between the Nike Hirachis and the Nike Alphas. He just kind of rotates back and forth between those two.
That's a lot of shoe talk. I'm not sure if I really know. All I know is Nike's great brand, but not sure. What does all that mean? Like it's better for grip wise, running on the field?
These shoes are a little bit more support. They're a little wider base and they have a little bit higher top. Which allows him to not twist his ankle and stuff like that. And the bottom's also a little bit wider, while the Alphas are a little bit easier to run in, maybe more of a speed cleat where you have guys like Sammy Watkins in that cleat, Martavis Bryant, more of like your skill position running back cleat, while this is more it's still a skill cleat, but it's a little bit more base.
All right, now tell me, this is a big deal. I'm going to pick it up because this is what makes them known, Tajh Boyd, number 10. Clemson Tigers. I can't put this on because it doesn't fit. But this is, the name, the jersey. Talk about the jersey, that pride of having a paw.
The paw is pretty much what they all play for. I know it's his senior year, and they get the C on their jersey for the bowl game their senior year. And I know the C is a big deal to guys like Tajh who had the opportunity to leave, but he decided to come back and play his last season with with his teammates. So the C is a really big deal. And, I mean, honestly, Clemson has one of the most classic jerseys in the country. It's just nice and simple. It's a great jersey. So
What do you think if Tajh wins tonight? He's the ACC's most winning quarterback. That's a big deal. What do you think about that?
I think it suits because I mean, Taj's a great guy, and I don't think anybody deserves it more than he does.
All right. I think we're gonna go over here. Oh, is this the rest of your crew? Who are these people? This is a lot of people that we're just meeting. Where did you guys come from? This is the equipment crew. These are the how many guys are you in total? 17 strong. A lot of people don't know that the equipment room is a big deal. They never get as much credit as they do, but they definitely deserve it as they have to prepare the whole Clemson Tigers team for a game, especially a big game like this. And we have one more question, guys. So you guys can wave, everybody. Which Tiger is the most superstitious? It's a big deal. Superstition is a big thing, Do they wear the same gloves? Maybe they wear the same socks. Not very, might be a little smelly, but anybody know?
Anybody know?
What? We got one.
Definitely Philip Fagenbaum. He has to have everything a particular way. He is the starting long snapper, and he has to have everything in a very particular way, very particular setup.
Like, what do you mean particular? Like, he has to have, his oranges on one side, his purples on the other kind of thing?
There is a certain spray that he uses that takes the moisture out of his hands so he can grip the ball better. And if he doesn't have it, he gets really superstitious about it. He kind of doesn't know what to do. So we got to make sure that he has that spray before every game.
I've never seen this kind of spray. That's pretty cool, though. Sometimes you can't make fun of superstition because, for the most part, it's football and superstition relies on it. So now we're going to take it over to the Ohio State Buckeyes locker room and see what their locker room is all about. Do you guys have any message before we have to go to the Google fans?
Go Tigers.
Oh, yeah. I got one. Well, I think Clemson gets 69 and Ohio State gets 7 and go Tigers.
69-7. Wow. Giselle Spinales here in the Ohio State Buckeyes locker room, here with equipment manager Kevin Rice. Kevin, tell us a little bit about how all this goes down. You have a lot of helmets here, a lot of red. Tell me explain to me how you get this all prepared for you and your team.
Sure. So we're here in the Dolphins home locker room. There's 68 permanent lockers. We have a dress list of 72 for tonight's game. Actually fully dressed in 112 players. So we have some guys in a back corner getting dressed right now before the full team arrives.
That's a lot of socks.
Yes, it's a lot of socks, a lot of gear. So we have set up. We have a 48-foot semi that we drove down from Columbus last week. We've been here all week practicing at Nova. Came here yesterday to set up the locker room. So I think we're all set.
Were you one of the drivers of that truck?
No, I don't touch that truck.
Oh, wow.
So
that's a pretty long drive from Ohio.
Took them about 24 hours to make it down here. So.
All right, so explain to me. You see, we have all these nice helmets coming around.
Definitely.
I love football, and I see all this stuff. What do the stickers mean? There's stickers on different kind of stickers.
So we got Buckeye Leaves, which is the
traditional
deal with the Ohio State. Majority of them are team awards. So you get, start with, you get 2 for a team win, individual awards, stuff like that. Now tonight we're wearing our alternate uniform, so this is a hydrographic helmet, little chrome, a wider stripe. Same thing with the uniform.
All right, the pretty cool helmet though, the chrome. I like that. And what about the jerseys and the cleats? A lot of red, which is one of my favorite colors. I'm not gonna lie.
So a lot of scarlet and gray. Cleats this year we've got a great relationship with Nike. So we have home cleats, away cleats. We have a rivalry cleat, and now we have a bowl cleat. So they have a bunch of options tonight. Playing on grass, we've got molded bottom cleats, and then we've got the detachable cleats just for better traction.
Okay, so we're here at practice. Number 5, the quarterback, a big part of your team. He has a lot of stickers on his helmet.
Yeah, it's practicing. I don't know if it's completely full or not. It might be. It is. It's completely full. I believe there's 45 stickers on each side. So this full. We're running tallies, so we might actually earn more than this. But it's small.
That's a pretty intense helmet though. Like, how does it? I don't think it ever.
I don't know. I think you get used to it. The football players.
And I see a lot of gloves here.
Yeah, Braxton's kind of particular with his gloves. We've been playing a lot of full credits, and we have gloves he's been wearing. So to say that he's not going to come up with a prepared day. So we'll just try to be prepared and ready for whatever we need.
All right, is there anybody here that has any superstitions that we should know about? Like they do pregame routine, maybe they eat a banana, maybe they do a little dance.
Oh, it turned once this team comes in, it gets pretty loud in this locker room.
What kind of music do you guys listen to?
It's not country.
What did you think I was going to guess country? I was going to say.
So no, it's a good time. It keeps the guys loose and relaxed. For some warm-ups, so good time. But always a light, relaxed atmosphere. And 10 minutes to go, we get a favorite night.
And that's a really good way to do it. You know,